Continuing on next, Rishi Stalker will present Revolut. Please welcome Rishi Stalker to the stage.
Hi, good morning, everyone. Pleasure to be here. So I'm going to talk to you about Revolut. We started about 2.5 years ago, and the pain point we were trying to solve was the fact that people who lead international lives, people who travel abroad, who work in several countries, they have a really painful life when it comes to paying for things. Banks typically overcharge customers and make them pay anywhere between 4 to 8% to transact in a foreign currency. So our vision was very much, let's create an app and a payment card that allows customers to exchange money with zero cost, to spend money in foreign currencies with zero cost, and to send money internationally with zero cost. So we give this to the customers at the interbank rate, which now means we're the only place a customer can access those rates with zero fees. So I'll show you a quick video of how it works in practice.
So what exactly is Revolut? Well, to start, I download the app from App Store or Google Play and register with my mobile number. Instantly, I can see my Revolut card details that I can use for online purchases, or I can order the card to be delivered to my home address, and I can access the new PIN number for my card as soon as it arrives. When I go abroad, I simply upload money to my Revolut account and pay everywhere with my Revolut card. It doesn't matter where I am, in Thailand, Brazil, or South Africa. For each transaction, my Revolut card looks at my available balance and converts it to the local currency automatically using the best possible rate. I can even exchange money I've already uploaded. It costs me nothing, and it means I never have to use an exchange bureau again. If family and friends need to send me emergency money, I receive it instantly, no matter where I am, and I can even transfer money to pay for my mortgage back home. I love living an international life, and Revolut is an important part of it.
Cool, so hopefully that gave you a feel for the product in action. A mobile wallet and a physical card along with virtual cards that you can use from day one. So as I mentioned, we started just over 2 years ago, and what we're really proud of is that 2 days ago we hit 1.5 million users. The best thing is we spend nothing on marketing. We're very strict about this. All our user growth comes from word of mouth, from referrals. There's an inherent virality built into the product because if you get your friends onto Revolut, you can send them money instantly in any currency. So if you go on holiday with a group of friends, it makes managing that usually painful process extremely easy. Also, a lot of people quote their top-line figures, but actually when it comes to active users, the figures are much lower. We're very proud to say that 50% of our total user numbers are active in any given month. And this is great when you think about the fact that at first our product appeals to people who travel. They might only travel at certain times in the year. But what we're seeing is that people love the user experience and the functionality, so they've started adopting it as their main account in their domestic country. So a bit about where we are now. When I joined the company 2 years ago, we had about 20 employees. We've now grown to 350. All across Europe. At the moment, we only service European customers because our licensing is in those markets. We recently got a direct Visa and MasterCard issuing license, which we're very proud about because there are very few fintech startups that Visa and MasterCard actually feel trustworthy enough to give the license to. And we've recently launched business products because, again, SMEs are constantly hurt by the very high FX fees they have to deal with on a day-to-day business. So, the inevitable question people ask is, how the hell do we make money if we're giving away perfect interbank rates and not charging customers for our service? Over the last year, we've introduced a range of ancillary services because we had customers coming to us saying, hey, I love using Revolut for the FX piece, but actually I want to come to you for many other financial services. Because for people who lead an international lifestyle, actually many financial services are broken. Credit is a perfect example. If you dot yourself around many countries, credit bureaus in specific countries often have a very hard time of scoring you, which means you don't get access to credit. So we actually have a feature where we've developed quite sophisticated credit scoring and enable customers to take out a loan directly from the app. One of our largest revenue drivers is our premium accounts. This is a bit like an Amazon Prime service where customers pay about 1,000 yen per month, and they get access to a whole range of features, such as airport lounges, such as travel insurance, such as higher ATM withdrawal limits, and of course, fancier cards. And given that our headline speech today was about insurance, I'll talk a bit about our insurance products, which again are generating a substantial amount of profit for the business. We talked about how many of the old school underwriters have been pretty slow at innovating. So one of our most recent products is a pay-as-you-go travel insurance product where the application detects when you're abroad and only charges you $1 per day on those days that you're abroad. As soon as you come back to your home country, the app automatically turns off your cover because obviously you don't need overseas medical insurance when you're based at home. So I'll talk then briefly about our expansion efforts. This year we plan to launch in 6 new markets, including Hong Kong, Singapore, Japan, Australia, and New Zealand. In all of these markets, we're going through the process of getting licenses. This is always a bit of a pain in one hand, but on the other hand, it's great because it's much harder for competitors to come after you. And on that note, I'll announce that today we've opened our waiting list for Japan, so any Japanese resident can now sign up, and it means when we launch in the next 2 to 3 months, you'll get early access and you won't have to pay for your card. So I hope many of you today will join the waiting list. Thanks for your time.